Hey YouTubers, Christopher Wanamaker here doing a new updated version of my family's recipe of a dessert. It was my grandmother's recipe. It's known as Mississippi Mud Cloud. A lot of you might actually know it as a mud pie or something like that. And pretty much I'm going to make it exactly how my grandmother made it. The only difference will be instead of using pie crust or normal graham cracker crust, this time they have the pre-made crust at the store. We're going to do something a little different. I've done Oreo crust, there's walnut crust, there's almond crust and all that. This one's going to be Keebler's grasshopper mint chocolate, which we've never done before. So, and I really like the Keebler grasshopper cookies. So we'll give that a shot. So pretty much what I've done is I've gone ahead and done up a few things before putting it all together and making the actual full cream pie itself. I have actually done this. I've made a super duper gourmet versions with half slices of strawberries and bananas and multiple different types of like chocolate chip, white chocolate chip, caramel, peanut butter, and then multiple different types of nuts all mixed in through all the different layers that we're going to do. This is a basic version, more simplified version, and pretty much what it is Jello chocolate pudding, which was, if it's a 4 ounce box, then you would use 1 cup, measuring cup of milk, and then use a whisk and whisk it really well and throw it in the fridge for like a half hour. This is a 6 ounce box of Jello chocolate pudding, so I use 2 cups of milk, whisk that together, throw it in the fridge for a half hour. So that's step one. Step two is use a thing of 1 cup of powdered sugar, and I put that in the bowl first. And then an 8 ounce original thing of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 brick thing, 8 ounce brick pretty much of cream cheese. And then this is a 16 ounce. For a smaller pie, a small cream pie like this, you would want to use about 8 ounces worth. So out of a 16 ounce tub of Cool Whip, I used half of it. Otherwise, you can just get the 8 ounce thing of Cool Whip as well. For the bigger, full pans, deep dish pans, so you probably a full 16 ounce, so you would use all of that. Powdered sugar first, then cream cheese, then Cool Whip on top, and then you use an electric mixer. I got like speeds 1 through 5, 2 minutes of 1, 2 minutes of 2, 2 minutes of level 3 speed. Whip it together really really well, and then throw that in the fridge for a half hour as well. One thing I definitely have learned is better to put the powdered items and ingredients in first, and then other ingredients, because if you don't and then you use like an electric mixer, it just goes everywhere and creates a really big mess. So put the powdered sugar in first, then the cream cheese, and then the Cool Whip, and to hold down the powdered sugar. So that's a good technique to do and watch out for, so it just doesn't go everywhere. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start building the actual cream pie itself. What we would do for this is we would first take, I call it the white stuff, and what it is powdered sugar, cream cheese, and Cool Whip really well whipped together, and then put it in the fridge for a half hour. So we take a decent amount of this. This is going to be a little time consuming, so bear with me. I'll do it as fast as I can. So get a good amount of that in there. Start spreading it out to make a layer without damaging the graham cracker crust. Well, this is a little different from graham cracker crust, but this type of crumble crust. Be done just one more second. And getting, instead of just using a spoon, which I've done in the past, getting one of these silicone spatula spreaders really makes this type of thing a lot faster and easier. So highly recommend getting one if you're going to make any kind of cream pie or spreading any kind of frosting on like a cake and stuff. So just spreading around, evening it out. Alright, that is done. So I'll stick that in there. I'll get a second spoon so we're not mixing them. And then a layer of the Jell-O chocolate pudding. What we're trying to do is to create the layers but not mix them together. Surface area with each layer, and then we can spread it around. Now, you also just want to make a recommendation. You don't exactly have to use Jell-O chocolate pudding. You can, I've done the Dove chocolate as well. And then you could also do a completely different flavor too. I've even done the Mississippi Mud Cloud with banana for a old high school friend of mine who is very weird and doesn't really like chocolate very much. So I've done a banana version. And I've used even different types of chocolate, but this is like the basic, absolute basic ingredients is exactly what I'm doing. Just filling in all those side cracks, get it nice and leveled out. There we go. All right. Now we're going to do another layer of the white stuff. And why am I creating this? It's actually for a special occasion. Today is 3rd September 2023, and this past Monday, August 28th, was my 38th birthday. And tomorrow, here in, tomorrow, September 4th, is my mom's 60th birthday. So we're about like 40 minutes away from midnight for it, switching over to the 4th. But so this was, what I always asked for pretty much every birthday when I was younger. Instead of a normal like cake or ice cream cake, I always pretty much asked for Mississippi Mud Cloud. It is very rich. It is very filling. So have like one small piece at a time. I would highly recommend. Don't overdo it because it's very, very rich. So this is sort of because my mom lives with me in my apartment in Ridgefield, Washington. I am her at-home caregiver because she's disabled with MS. I've been doing it for over 3 years now. So this is like a birthday cake kind of thing for both me and my mom. All right. So now, normally what I would do is the next step is to add at least one type of nut, chopped up nut. I do mainly walnuts. You can do more than that. I'm going to do walnuts and chopped up sliced almonds, sprinkle that on, sprinkle some milk chocolate chips, and then put on some maraschino cherries. But before I do that, you can just go ahead and do that and do exactly what I did, and then add those as a topping. But there's going to be one extra step here. That's something that my mom did, and it gave it a little extra something. You don't have to do this. It's just a recommendation, which is take a little extra Cool Whip. And you put a little light layer of just normal Cool Whip on top and spread that around before adding the nuts, chocolate chips, and maraschino cherries. Just take a little extra Cool Whip, a light layer. Like I said, you don't have to do this. I didn't do it for the longest time, and then I found out from my mom that's something that she did that she learned from her mom. Gives it a little extra something. Just a little bit more. And now we add the final touches. So chocolate chips first. Got my hands, just drop them, sprinkle them around. Make sure they get decently spread around. And with this exact recipe from the time in high school doing a couple different culinary arts classes, and then even in the Army Reserves at Fort Vancouver, Washington, and nighttime stock clerk at Fred Meyer's in Longview. Did some dessert contests, for holiday stuff, and pretty much every single time I won with this recipe. About 5 or 6 different times. So there's that. Now we can add chopped walnuts. I love walnuts. sliced almonds. Okay. Now add maraschino cherries. Get another spoon. There we go. And there is a completed Mississippi mud cloud. Now before eating it, the last step would be to put it in the fridge for at least a half hour, maybe up to an hour before dishing it up and stuff. So we are going to put it in the fridge, let it get cold, and we're probably gonna dish it out tomorrow. I'll take my mom out to a nice dinner meal and maybe a movie and stuff. I think we're going to see The Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. And then once we're done going out and about to a mall and movies and food and everything, then we can pull this out and chow down. So close it all up. Maybe over, stuffed it a little bit. Get it nice and cold before chopping it all up. Stick it in the fridge. And that's it. So that's Mississippi Mud Cloud. A couple different techniques to make it more gourmet. Like I said, you can get like 2 to 4 different types of chocolate chips, and 2 to 4 different types of nuts. You, instead of just putting it on the top layer for all those things, you can put them in between each layer. You can use normal pie crust, or graham cracker crust, or any other type of crust. So that's basic. This is basic Mississippi Mud Cloud. And then to make it more gourmet, you can add to it. Just makes it more crunchy and a lot sweeter as well, a lot more rich. And then on top of that, I've also done half slices of strawberries and put them on the top, and then slices of bananas as well. And you can use other forms instead of Jello chocolate pudding. It can be Dove chocolate or other forms. And then you can use different flavors instead of just chocolate as well. That is Mississippi Mud Cloud. Hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe please if you like my channel. I've got a total of right now with this 32 videos covering 18 different category subjects, sharing my knowledge and experience to help other people if I can, including in cooking recipe stuff. And even talking about unique liquors, seasonings, syrups that I found around the world. And here in the very near future, I will be doing some newer food recipes of my own creations, and then adding it onto YouTube. So more is coming. If you can't make a comment on this video, I do apologize. I am trying to figure out why YouTube, they did like a software update thing and it screwed it up to make it where nobody can make any comments on my videos. I am trying to fix that. So if you can make a comment and want to, please do. But if you can't, I apologize. I'll try to get that figured out and fixed here soon. All right, that's it. You guys have a good day and have a good fall and enjoy yourself and stay safe. All right, bye.